Hello and welcome to your next reading lesson. Today we're going to be focusing on some new vocabulary. I'm going to read this paragraph from the story. We've gone through our story mountain. We had our resolution last lesson. So now this is part of our ending. We're going to focus on some of the unfamiliar words, some of the trickier words in this paragraph. Remember that if there are any brilliant words, you can always magpie them and put them in your own story when you come to write it. So just jot down on a piece of paper any of the words that you would like to include in your own story. Okay, I'm going to read this paragraph now. Remember, you can read along with me before or after me just by pausing the video. Here we go. Rescued from his nightmare, the boy's eyes, which were blurry and wet, fluttered gently open, and he slowly sat up. He rubbed his eyes and glanced down at the duvet, noticing his discarded library book that was exactly where he had left it. Unbelievably, the contents of it were not how he had left them. Right there on the open page was a brand new picture. A picture of him in a spacesuit, cowering next to a huge tree. Between the roots of the enormous plant, he could just glimpse a closed eye and a claw of what had once been a terrifying and nightmarish creature. Okay, here is your task for today then. Can you match these words to the definitions? Let's look at the words first. We've got discarded. Let's find that in the text. We go back here. Can you spot discarded in the text? It's right here. So noticing his discarded library book. Then we've got glimpse. See if you can find it in the text here. Can you find the word glimpse? That's just down here. He could just glimpse a closed eye. And finally, we've got cowering. Can we spot cowering? Just here. A picture of him in a spacesuit cowering next to a huge tree. Okay, so I've given you pictures today as well. What I would like you to do is see if you can match our words, our vocabulary up with a picture that matches the meaning here. So have a look at them. We've got, again, discarded, glimpse and cowering. And on your piece of paper, you can write the word. Then you can draw your own picture, depending which you think it matches here, and then write the definition next to it. So we've got definitions of to get rid of something, to crouch down in fear, or to see briefly or catch sight of. So pause the video now, have a go, write out the vocabulary word, think about which picture it matches, and draw that, and then write the definition afterwards. Pause the video now because the answers are coming up. Okay, here are your answers. So we've got discarded. That matches up with someone throwing something away. So that means to get rid of something. So he discarded his library book. We've got glimpse. So that's, I've got a little picture of an eye because that means to see briefly or catch sight of. So just glimpse something. So you just about see it. And we've got cowering. So I've got a picture of this little doggy here. Looks a bit scared in the corner. So that means to crouch down in fear. So check yours now. You got them matching to the right picture and the right definition. And as an extension, if you'd like to do a little bit more, could you write each of these words in your own sentence? So for example, after Michael opened his birthday present, He discarded the wrapping paper. So could you write a sentence for each of these words to be included in? Okay, well done for today, and see you back tomorrow.